Welcome back, everybody. How are you guys today? I'm Miss Shawn Light 7. Welcome. I have your messages for today. So let's get started, you guys. As above and so below is again, after, how, his. Again and after, how, and his. Again and again, something continues to happen. But after they said they wasn't going to do something in the energy, okay? Something is giving and going and giving, and I don't know who they doing it with, but we're going to get to the nitty and the gritty. That's what's going to happen. I come in with the energy to let you know what's going on. Past, present, and future. Mind, body, and soul. Things you wish were easier. Things you wish were easier. One more. Things that require a lot of patience. So something's going to require you a lot of patience. And also things that you wish were easier. Things you shouldn't follow too closely. Trends. What your friends say. Read for your own understandings. Yes. Read for your own understandings. Coming in the energy with a lot of emotions. That was the sea urchin right there. The hedgehog in the energy talking about low IQ. We coming in with a low IQ. So we already coming into the third 3D energy. I'm just going to shuffle and see if I get something a little higher than the 3D energy. And a little higher than that. A little bit. Can we talk to somebody that can retain what's happening in the energy? They got the sloth. He's still slow, but he can retain a little bit more information than the other. Okay, just a little bit, because we got a wren out here. We got a bird type. We got a skank, a hoe, a slut, a glory hole, and a gangbang. I don't know if we did any better. Then we got the TH. That could be a thought. It could be a sloth, somebody lazy, lame, aimless, triggering, selfish, gain, a leech, a vampire, humble, and thoughtless. Not humble. I don't think they humble here. That would be the flip if they was in the flip. Let's talk about it here. This is a wake-up call on the tsunami. It's going to come in like a flood of emotions. The dawn of a new day as well. The new beginning in the future. Also stillness, just like the lake for the reflection. River. It's going to flow in movement, effortless, back and forth. Or it could be real turbulent in energy. Movement in the river. But it's supposed to be slow and effortless. Or ebb and flow. Talks about the new moon. What's the promise here in this energy? Somebody promises you one thing versus another. Again and after. His and how. Or how are his. How he play. Listen, I get any animal out here other than like a cat. Okay, we get some cats out here. We already know what we got. We got a little cheetah. But this cat might be disguised. Because I got the hedgehog. I got the sloth. So this person might be a little clingy in energy. Might be a little clingy. Somebody that you might dance with. Somebody you might have been had a party and y'all two dance together. Or y'all might even have a drum rhythm together with each other. Some type of rumble in the drum, like in y'all stomach, rumble together. Some type of vibration together in this energy. Okay, that means y'all dance together. Y'all have had some type of relation with each other at some point in the energy. Okay, that's what it's talking about to me. I just want to see what comes out on the top for this energy here. We're coming into the these are the So these people are curious here. They're curious folks. And that's what killed the cat, right? Curious creatures, curiosity, right? So, and Chris Ann and I got 2 of her decks today, Chrisanne, as well. Other new energies on the table. And that is the 8 of inspiration. So somebody's really inspiring you in this energy as well. This is an inspiration to you. Somebody's inspiration is stirring something in you. This is also group this is group sex in this energy as well. I want to make sure I put that at the top. So multiple lovers and taboo. Multiple lovers, multiple sex lovers, and taboo sutra. They're not really talking about this type of energy. And it's a abort shared fantasy. See, and they are aborting you after with the abort shared fantasy. Right under that is bondage and temptation. So I have a clear picture of who comes in, but I don't know what we're going to talk about here. Let's talk about it here in this energy, okay? I'm going to pull you guys down, and then they're going to reveal what they want to talk about today in the energy. So we have revenge has never looked so sweet. We can't act fast enough. Act now. So this is that some type of passion. Somebody is like doing their researching on the computer, some more like spying, and somebody might be meeting through group chats, some type of online dating, but you're gonna meet a black soul or a dark soul meeting these types of people, because if it was like really these people are really like about sexual things, and if that's not what you're looking for, you're not going to be happy with what you find when you start meeting and dating people online. And somebody might meet somebody that they're not. Yeah, somebody that's wearing, that got 2 faces. Somebody that's two-faced. Two personalities here. Your inner introvert is calling. So one is an introvert and one is an extrovert, and its energy strong is beautiful. But it's gonna be you're gonna have to have a strong, keen sense of intuition to see this person two-sided self, because it's a crab in a basket. It's a multiple lover, and this person got their arm in a lot of different things. We also have the crab twice, so it's really like, you know, crabs in a basket. Don't want one to get over the other, and this type of energy. Okay, so it might be that schizophrenia energy here as well. Somebody also getting shortchanged in this energy because somebody's not talking about it. It's taboo. Something is being done in this energy when they're together with somebody, or they're going to do to you when they grab you from this group setting. Okay, they're just trying to lure you off. I don't know who this person is. And we talked about the abductions of aliens among us. But I don't think this is going to be an alien. I think this is going to be a real person, I think, this time. I don't think this is an alien. Yeah, I don't think the things that you wish were easier. Dating. Picking new lovers. You know. Back when dating was a little bit more easier. So we got the Ace of Wands, the 5 of Wands, and the 3 of Swords. So they're telling me there's a gecko. Look like some kind of gecko's hand in the way. Let's see what that is. So y'all always got to check these animals, because I'm not sure what that is. Ace of Wands, right? So that is exciting news here. This is new ideas and inspiration, striking massive opportunities, new beginnings, motivation, and intense creative impulses, connections to purpose. This is spontaneous magic, and this is a time to manifest that thing that you always wanted to manifest. This is on the telltale side of this energy. This talks about creates ruts and feels uninspired or unfocused, or the need to find motivation and time to trust the spark. So it's time for you to trust the spark here in this energy as well. But this might also spark something with a person that might not be mentally able to keep up, because they talked about low IQ when I came in with the hedgehog. They talked about the sloth here, aimless and selfish gain, and they talked about a lot of things. They try to be humble, but Just load up. Y'all, I told you this lady is really. I done burned sage, y'all, so. Five of Wands. So this is about your ambition here. This is about challenges. This is friendly. This is friendly competition here. This is being rushed to excel, a chance to expand inside of a challenging situation, meeting opposing energies with a light heart, working problems out with a group of people, negotiations and group dynamics, the game of life here as well. On the telltale side with this man with his two personalities here, this is talking about a need to collaborate energies that feel stagnant and stuck in disagreements and distant, and also being overly competitive and giving up when faced with conflict, as well as taking things too personally in his energy, as well as being a sore loser or a sore winner. Okay, win or lose, they still, because it says feel good. Shush, your inner introvert is calling. So they might battle with each other. The introvert in this person and the extrovert in this person might battle. You like, that's what I'm telling you. It's like some conflict inside of this person. Like this two multiple sex partners. One, they might have two types of lovers going on here under the Three of Swords. Three of Swords. Yeah. Somebody feels like they're going to get shortchanged here on the spot and quick and easy. So somebody might do something for a quick buck. Somebody might do something for a quick thing and leave themselves feeling empty and broke and heartbroken because they probably get shortchanged. I don't know who this is. This is heartbreak. This is sorrow, painful separations, loss, the time of forgiving, mental anguish. This is a psychological wound, a reminder to that time heals all. So let's talk about it here. Also under the telltale, under here, it talks about getting lost in the shadows of your shadows and refusing to accept the roles you play in current circumstances. A warning against losing your sense of self here in energy. And also this ostrich will bury its head in the sand. You know, looking, I don't know if he'd be looking for food or if he just hide his head of shame, or kind of feeling like it's like, you know, is it the snake that steals your eggs to survive really that cruel? Now we had those nagas, you know, those shapeshifters in the energy, and they were snake half people, but they was aliens, and they were among us at the time, you know, because they shapeshift. And they said that though that the snake would come and steal the eggs from these ostriches. We got to remember, ostrich eggs are very big. They're huge eggs. They're not like chicken eggs. They're not like quail eggs, and they're not like goose eggs. But these eggs are very big, you know. One egg is almost like 10 eggs in one kind of thing. But I guess the snake can steal it. Is he doing it for cruelty, or is he doing it out of survival? And that's what they're asking you. Are you doing things in your life for, you know, are you doing things for a buck, for survival, or are you doing it to be cruel? You know, Bobby Brown said, "Don't be cruel." Ain't that a song by Bobby Brown? Don't be cruel. So are you doing it out of meanness or callousness? And it might be because every time I start to channel, I start to have something, hiccups, coughing, messing with my throat chakra, fear that somebody's going to find them out type of energy. Or is it simply that the part he plays in the grander scheme of the collective, what lessons are here for all parties? And is it time to be present? So turn as quick as you can in towards self. So this telling you to look at self in this energy to see where you stand in this energy as well, and bring your thoughts out of the past and away from the future, and gather them all right here, right now, in this moment. So you ain't either in the past and you definitely not in the future. We're definitely in the here and now where this situation is happening. Okay, and it's also is how do you pamper your heart. And like, you know, now that you feel wounded in a situation, something happened, you got a bruised ego about the situation. May have been the truth. You know what I mean? Most people don't care too much about the lie part because, you know, the lie is more entertaining. But when it's the truth, you know, sometimes your ego might get bruised. Your feelings might get a little hurt. But you would come out a lot better knowing the truth. You know what I mean? Because it'll set both of you people or both parties involved free, right? So yeah, so that's something there. Yeah, and remain in the present moment. So when we remain in the present moment and not go too far ahead and not go too far and beyond and behind, then we can figure out where things are and where we stand in certain situations. So we have the jelly donut. Jam don't must be jam because jelly don't shake like that. We got the sex texting, sexting. We got sexting and we got online shopping. Excuse me. And retreat, yoga retreat. So these positioning, somebody's positioning themselves in one way, shape, or form. Excuse me. And now we're getting into coding and this energy as well. We're going to see who got shortchanged. Somebody got shortchanged on an online purchase. Didn't get what you thought you was getting. You was heartbroken over that. This is somebody texting you. They want to come over from your past, some past lover. Jelly must be jam because jelly don't shake like that. Because you about to get jammed up on this situation here with these people you met online. Okay? And whoever's shopping for something online, be careful with your credit card as well on this third party situation on Three of Swords being hurt over some money taboo. They're not talking about it, though. But I think they're going to get more details on to who, what, when, where, and why, who's this in the energy, so that we can clearly see again and after and how and his. Okay, how and his. But see, I'm showing here with these two, I don't know if these hyenas or not, Five of Wands. These two are standing on stilts, okay? They standing on stilts fighting with each other, okay? That's going to get somebody hurt here, and they could be standing with each other, you know, with themselves. Five of Wands talks about conflict. Then the Ace of Wands talks about more compassion, passionate about passion on this road to passion. You here online looking for, you know, somebody, some dark-eyed soul here is what it's showing me. And I'm just let you see that. You on here, miss, looking for a dark-eyed soul, woman or man. You just gonna find a jam. Because jelly don't shake like that. Okay, that's what they saying. Must be jam. You might want to go to a coffee house and have some donuts or something. Meet at Starbucks in the West End. Might be, I don't know. But it's telling me you gonna meet. Y'all met online, and you didn't do your research on this person. You didn't know. You didn't know. Let's see who we got here. Anybody's name? Your name might be AJ. The initials might be BS, and that might be what this is all about. Some BS. CO. Somebody might be a correctional officer in this energy doing some taboo things. With the CO, and somebody might be from the OC, Orange County. Also SB, somebody might be the block SB, and JA might be somebody here too. Okay, and if somebody is definitely at their job texting somebody at their job, that's on some BS there. Let's talk about it under the we can't act fast enough here. So you couldn't wait to get to know the person a little bit more. You jumped in real quick. You met him today and you went to meet them today. And this energy is what it's saying with this black-eyed person. And they might have met you in 2017, and you had a bad experience from then. Because I see 2017 in the fall. And that also might mean that in 7 nights, y'all might reincarnate that same behavior. Breakthrough. And somebody also might get a breakthrough on somebody that they had an encounter with that did something to you. They might even find this person, because I do have their newspaper articles about it. So they might get some breakthrough about this person that may assault you or something that happened in 2017. Revenge has never looked so sweet. So yeah, they might catch this person that did something to you online. They might catch this person if this is somebody's message under this group chat. Somebody you met in a group chat and had some kind of encounter with them, and it turned it out that you got into a jam with them. You was in passion with them, and it might have been a rape with this gecko, because that would be like they was fork-tongued, two-faced. They lied about the purpose, and where you probably got a little nervous with this person and said, nah, can't we just talk and have some jelly donuts or something? And this person pushed themselves on you, took you out to a unlocated area, because this is out in the on a road here. It's, you know, a passion. Your house ain't is far in the distance. That's what it's showing me. Let's talk about this strong and beautiful, this man of 2 moms. And it might be a third party because he got 3 fingers up. Going with the flow. So he gonna go with the flow, because he ain't gonna let you know that he might be a little schizophrenic, a little psycho. And some women, you might get really caught up with this type of person because he looks good on the outside. He's dressed pretty good in the energy. And you might recognize who that is. If you do, put it in the comment section. You know, nothing to the actors that play in these cards, but it's just, you know, what comes up comes out. And this is what they're using today as reference. A good-looking man, well-dressed, might be successful type of man. Okay? And this man, you might go with the flow with this person that's texting you. Okay? Conflict, but there's some kind of battle between this person and you. Or this bad person and somebody else. Go with the flow. Let's talk about the 5 of Wands. Okay? That's a need to collaborate. That's energy. That's challenges. That's friendly competitions. That is negotiations and group dynamics in the game of life. As we move through our own invented group dynamic, social hierarchies and accepted customary norms, we are often challenged to raise above and expand into something better. Friendly competition can be the catalyst for wonderful progress and the igniting personal dreams. And we can be forged in this fire as we learn, test, and capabilities and excel beyond what we thought was impossible. When faced with the challenge, take a moment to understand your reason and your reason why. Remember your goal, and if you're in it only to win or only to be right, it may be time to reevaluate your end game here. So you got to reevaluate your end game here, because this texting, all this sexing and texting is only going to lead to one place, and that's going to lead to some type of sexual encounter. Okay, you know what I mean? They all might tie into one, but right now I'm getting single messages, double messages, multiple messages, group settings, and taboo things they're not talking about. Money, a multi-personality person, because it's the same person on the card. What look what just arrived, because one day they might be one person and one day they might be another. Excuse me. Yeah. That's their fear. That's the mask. The mask that this person is wearing. Because I keep getting like smoking, like Jim Carrey. when he was wearing smoking, and he put the mask on, and he started spinning around like a fool, and then the dog got one on. And I just keep getting that like smoking, like he changes into something else. And that's also some hyenas, laughing hyenas, competing for hierarchy within the pack is a life, facts of life. And there's nothing to hear. No, there's nothing to fear from putting yourself to the test. How seriously could you take your performance? Can you see the humor in um, your own missteps and misunderstandings? Are you made stronger by them, or are you growing and learning through friendly competition? And when is comparisonitis damaging your growth? Comparisonitis damaging your growth. Is comparisonitis meaning you got to compare yourself to every other person? You know, instead of just being your authentic and unique self, you compare yourself with your next person next to you, your, you know, whoever, and so forth and so on. And they're saying that you should just be your authentic self, because it just shortchanges you from what you're really supposed to get, leaving you heartbroken, overspending, and things, leaving you shortchanged and frugal, you know, penny pinching and things like that, juggling, you know, things like that. Okay, talk about the shortchange. Who got shortchanged here? They did. This is talk about compromise. Now they want compromise with you. Talk about the jelly donut. Jelly donut must be jammed. That's harmony. You know what I mean? Make a peace out of confusion. That is past lives. Texting this person. You might know them from another job. You might know them from another situation. Back in the day, maybe be an old boyfriend, old girlfriend, baby mama, baby daddy, baby somebody, having this type of texting back and forth, but they want to win at all costs with you. They want to show you that they changed in some type of way, shape, or form. They want to know, look who just arrived, like they changed up, they changed their pitch type of thing here. And this energy, they text you out of the blue. You ain't really heard from this person in a while. They texting you about, you know, what's been up, what's good, sup now, type of energy. Multiple lovers, but they cheated on you in the past, is what they're telling me with the multiple lovers. That's too many, but I'm gonna just say what it was. It says it was transformation on the online shopping. That was what shortchanged on the compromise. That was conditionings, meaning being conditioned to the environments in which they were around. Oh, they just started to explain why y'all. Okay, I wanted to know why this person just started talking like out of this, like out of the blue, like. So this was their guilt. I was just wondering, like, why this person just started talking out of the blue. So, like, this person is saying, like, in the past, when I guess when I said you guys used to date, in the past, and now they're starting to talk back to you, but they're telling me the reasons in which he changed, because he said he transformed. He said he was maybe shortchanged in a compromise with a six of something that he was nostalgic about. He compromised with some situation, meaning he came to the to his guilt. You know what I mean? He succumbed to his guilt, man. And that you may have called him, you may have asked him, was he cheating on you with another lover? He might have came up with a creative story, or said no, or whatever the case may be. But it only shortchanged him in the end, because he lost something that was very valuable to him. And he doesn't talk about that with the taboo in the energy. He doesn't talk about that. He said, and due to conditioning, caused him to have a heartbreak of his old self, and he feels guilty about that, and now he wants to create a new beginning of lovers, okay, with lovers here with you with the online shopping. So maybe he wants to take you out, shop, on shopping sprees and stuff like that. You know, they're trying to buy your love back. But I don't know if somebody's interested in it. That's wanting you to tune in. Tune into, you know, when somebody is feeling guilty, they'll do about anything to get you to, you know, forgive them in whatever way. And with the rhino in the energy, we just had this yesterday. With the rhino, it talks about something being extinct, and he knows a thing or two about being extinct in the energy. Okay, being the last of your own type of breed, you know, and you know maybe you might not be the type of breed that he can find on an everyday because you are just that divine feminine. You are that unique unicorn in life, you know, even though you've been through trials, tribulations, because we are all spirit beings having a human experience, and we, you know, have to experience things through tests and lessons and teachings along with testimonies to say, you know, how good or how, you know, justified one thing is versus another. Okay, that's what they're talking about on the tuning into your own heart's desire and the energy. Okay, so now that's talked about. Now, through breakthrough, going with the flow, compromised, harmony, because now that's what he wants. 10, from the death to and put a new rebirth to something new, new beginnings. And that came out when we came in the energy under celebrate and under the dance. And I told you y'all might have had that thumb drum rumbling y'all guts about each other, and you might think now is the time to talk with them, but you know, maybe it's been some years and maybe things have changed. Maybe they've grown up. Maybe it took them this time, like the sloth, to grow up or get to you because they move slow moving. And this person said they was a lame, and they personally let you let you go for somebody that was a wren, somebody type of bird type, skank or hoe type. Okay, this fighter was a divine feminine. Divine feminine is not going to take that type of energy. Okay, you're not going to put her on the back burner for somebody that is not even her type, like not even in her class. Okay, they got classes of Cadillac. Cadillac was most man's fantasy car to get back in the day. You know, Cadillac was the top line car, you know, for older men. I don't know what age, maybe between 75 and 80. That was their dream car to have. Most men, you know, if they from the South anyhow, they like Cadillac. Cadillac was a name brand that most men strive to have at one point in their life, was a Cadillac. So, and I'm talking about the car Cadillacs that was real big before they started cutting cars down. So when it comes to his divine feminine, she was like the top of the car chain. You know what I mean? Your divine feminine. And any other car that came behind divine feminine was like, you know, like your old Pintos or your American Motors or your, you know, Toyota Corollas. Back where I'm from, they used to call them .8s. You know, they was like easy fixed cars and stuff like that. And I'm kind of going like with R. Kelly, you remind me of my Jeep type of stuff. You know what I mean? Men categorize the extension of their woman, and extension of them is kind of like the extension of their car. You know, it's their status. Like, I have to break this down because this is some type of message for somebody. And they're telling me to talk it like this because this man wearing his trench coat. And we know who that is, but in this energy, it's not showing me that person. It's showing me something else. All right, so this is the Ten of Swords, okay? This is also the Nine of Swords. So this person has really done some things to you in the past that really has wounded you. This is the Fool. He leaped off in love in many different aspects of the relationship at some point in the situation. Again and after it was done, it was cycles. You know, he cycled through for a little while and then cycled on to something else, and then, you know, come back, you know, confess their undying love here with the texting, and now they're calling now in the present moment. And it's not even retrograde. Well, it is retrograde in Uranus. So yeah, and that will be in retrograde until January 20. 2022. Yeah. So, and they're talking about the Ace of Cups. His emotions run. He has got high emotions, and Eight of Inspiration. So they still inspired by things that you do. Is emotions. No, the Wands. So Ace of Emotion, Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands. So Ace of Wands and Ace of Wands here. No, this is Eight of Wands. So Eight of Wands. So that was wanting more. That's still stifled though. Still being stuck by what somebody said. What's in the plain black and white. You still stuck. Blinded to the truth though. You still stuck. Oh, I got one turn right there. I saw one turn. So I saw. Most didn't. Most didn't, y'all. I thought I did. Thought I did. I must be seeing something. Seeing things. Alright, so let's see. Under the Fool. What did they jump off to do? What happened here? They told us what happened, but they confessed before we even knew it. Page of Swords. That's the one that was turned. I didn't see it, you guys. Turned. That's the one they kept trying to tell me was turned. Alright, so swords, swords, swords. Page of Swords, 10 of Swords, and 9 of Swords. Wounded warrior. 10 swords in your back. Deceit, betrayal, and deceit, betrayal, backstabbing, and gossip. Page of Swords talking about very little communication here under this energy. The cup runners over for emotions though, a woundedness though, because you got a heartbreak here. And this is what they want to come back and let you know, that they was a fool to lip off, to leave their emotions for you. Eight of Swords, 9 of Swords up at night. And that was up, leaping in different relationships here. Because it said down he transformed to, instead of going with the flow, he going to go with something else. Go with his heart is what they saying. But they saying they still got multiple partners under BS. Because on the BS, on the B and S, they said it's still some BS here. All right. I don't know who this message for. But if you thought they was telling you the truth, they said it was some BS. They said 2 of Wands. It's been sex going on. This is sex here between two people. Here, under 2 of Wands. That's sex or talks of sex. But I'm telling you, it's been sex. They've been sexting. Because they said texting. Knight of Wands. All this passion coming out. But he wearing armor, so he don't get hurt. He ain't getting hurt. He getting what he could get out of it. And they satisfying him in the nature. And he ain't putting no feelings into it. So whatever happens on that end, it could be groups of women, groups of men, multi-partners, and taboo. And they don't talk about it. All right, so we got the 7 of Wands, still more Wands. Now he blocking it out, as well as Judgment. Now he don't want to be judged by you because he want to come back. Now he said it's there that they texting you. They want to come back. Look who's just arrived. They texting you now under the past life. Y'all had some type of past life, and now they want you to come back and go with the flow. It's gonna be a breakthrough. I also told you that this was somebody looking online at you. And they've been looking at your social media. This might be the same person looking at your social media from the past to the present to the future, where if you go back, you're going to get shortchanged. You know what I mean? They probably got some new babies now. Babies didn't come out, though, but they got some lovers. So they spending oh, yeah, she here. The queen of Mother Earth is here. Earth Mother. So the Empress is here. So somebody might be a baby mother here. This might be the Empress, somebody's baby mother here in the energy. And that's why he might not have a lot of money, because he got some kids now, aborted, shared fantasy, and somebody was probably gonna get abortion, but I don't even know if they do abortions anymore. And I ain't gonna get no woman get no abortion. That's Ace of Swords. Yeah, they want to speak up about that. There's a child involved. Okay, and it might hurt you to know that they got a child because you probably wanted to have a child with this person, and now some other girl that's not as divine feminine is now having a child by him. Things you wish were easier. Yep, you wish this was a little bit easier to handle. Things that require lots of patience. So yeah, this might require a lot of patience. Now you got to be a stepmama to his kids if you want them, but hey, I mean, it's up to you. You know, all kids need love, and you know, we never know. I mean, even though they still got a mother, that's still going to be some kind of friction between you and the mother and the children. I mean, what kind of headache is that going to be? And they told you to reevaluate, go into yourself and see, you know, if this is something that you really want to put yourself into. They told us, I had to go to the book on the Three of Wands. This might hurt you. This is an ostrich buries his head in the sand. And then we got some hyenas. You want to be the laughing stock of your community, people that validate you, your family, by going back to somebody that's going to be cheating on you and knowingly cheating on you. It's up to you, though. I mean, that's going to be speaking the truth. That hit the floor. So that is the Queen of Cups, okay? Queen of Cups, that's going to leave you in some emotional fit if you find out, or you end up knowing that you're going to be the stepmama to his kids. Eight of Cups, they're walking away. So somebody's going to walk away from here. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think you're going to stay here because this is like a little bit much. And it's not going to end well. You know what I mean? Y'all fighting, be two hyenas fighting on stilts. Somebody going to break their leg. Somebody going to break their leg. And even though we didn't even get over here to getting shortchanged in the future, in the next chapter. We still over here talking about who he texted and what he feeling, how he telling you on your text line, telling you that he got full of emotions for you. Knight of Wands, I want to come and give you some passion, in and out energy. I want to talk about, that was when he was leaving, and then he want to tell you the truth about your emotions. Trying to give you closure. If he trying to give you closure, I think it's a little too late to get closure. He don't want no judgment against you. He just confessing I jumped in situations with other people. You know, he telling you the situation of the battle, the competition, you know, slow to, you know, and aimless, going around aimlessly with different folks. You know, to crabs in a basket, multiple partners, got my hand in a lot of things, you know. And the energy, let's talk about it. Five of swords, that's that player from the Himalaya energy. Player, you know, player. That's the devil. I'm still up to no good. I still got my toxic ways. You know what I mean? I'm trying to change, but I transformed up. You know what I mean? That was when I was living in my devil character. And I was wearing a mask here. I was being two-faced. You know what I mean? And you was just going with the flow. And I had you in some battles, yeah. And that was in the past. Stop bringing up old stuff. Under texting. You know what I mean? We texting now. I didn't know I could text, but I got my little typewriter out here, and I pulled my cards out here, and they talking on the typewriter. Yeah. This is amazing, y'all. Like, I should have been doing this 10 years ago. Okay, but I'm here now with y'all as y'all messenger. So. Well, we got Miss Cleo. Calm me down. This three keys. This is the Hierophant of secrets and knowledge. You know, I ain't trying to let you know I'm inspired by some things, and then I just changed and transformed over here. You know, that was my old devil ways, but now I done changed my I'm strengthened now with the strength. All right, let's stop there. That's what he said. He said he's strengthened. Now we're gonna go over here and talk about how come now with the well, his transformation look like. We're going with the muse today, and to talk about what's the compromise here under the taboo. All right, things you don't want to talk about. Things become how you became his, now one true love, and his realization on why you now are his, one true love, and now he ain't trying to shortchange you in life, and he's heartbroken, and he want to be lovers again, and he's changed, and he's not conditioned like he was. What changed him from his old ways to his new self? What happened here that made us feel like our guilt was, not getting us nowhere? And now what new creative, inspirational ideas that he's taken from somebody else, or somebody else's message to come in and think that he gonna change? Because somebody say he's gonna get a short change. Somebody gonna lose something in here. Especially if you don't have children. There it is. 8 of materials. 8 of pentacles. 8 of pentacles. So we already talking about money. Why he coming back? He might be broke. 3 of emotions. He's in his emotions with third parties over a heartbreak, over somebody hurting his feelings, somebody being who he was to you, to him. Under the lovers. Yeah. Justice. Now he want justice. Come back and say I'm sorry over the justice, over him being in the third party, head all cut in 3 pieces, trying to figure out what to do. Okay? Wearing a mask. Justice. Trying to balance the scale. Under conditioning. What was he conditioned to? His emotions. Being changed to different things to his emotions. 10 of emotions. 10 of cups. His surrendering to things that didn't serve him, that was imaginary, with these little lines going from the people to that little bouquet in the middle. That was him being surrendering to different things in his conditioning. Like it was right, wrong thinking people, because we got crabs in the basket at the top. Groups and people that validated him in ways. His community, selfish gain. 4 of voices. 4 voices is a 4 of swords. 4 of swords talks about resting and retreating. And I took some time and I done rest and thought about my guilt. And now I want to confess back to you about what I did. Talk about it. Talk about under the creativity. What you want to create now? What you want to create now? He said he want to create 3 of materials, 3 of pentacles, some kind of third party. Why I gotta be in the third party now? I thought you changed. Why are we still in the third party now? We changed down this road of options. So is it going to change? I don't think so. Under creativity, I wanted to know what we was going to create and what we going to change in the third party. We already got 3 of material, 3 of emotions. So that was you celebrating, him still celebrating with these third parties. Okay, that's him still celebrating over here with the strength. He needs you for your pentacles. 8 of pentacles. 8 of pentacles mean because you work for your pentacles. You're only 1 pentacle away from being a 9 of pentacles of abundance. So that tells me that you got your abundance there. That's why he coming back full of emotion. Because he still wants to satisfy and chill with the other folks, but still come to you to have you on the roster too, on the Rolodex. Okay. Talk about the transformation. Who transformed here and why? They said the 9 of pentacles, 9 of materials. So for material gain, for a hope and a wish is the reason why I transitioned. Somebody gave me some money. Now what about the heartbreak here? What about the heartbreak you had here? What about the heartbreak? 5 of inspirations. Yeah, it was conflict. It's conflict. It's still complicated. It's still complicated. Oops, sorry y'all. It's still complicated. Sorry, y'all. Hit the light. All right. Still complicated. Right? Still complicated. Under the 3 of swords. Yeah, 3 of swords. Still complex. Still reflecting on how it hurt. How I fell through holes. How I got caught. How I was the king of inspiration. Night of inspiration. In and out. Putting that work in. Okay. And now I want to come back and do the same thing if you don't mind. You want to be back in? 7 of emotions. Seven of Cups. Material and shiny gain. This is that fish here. That's that puffer fish or what is it? Goldfish. Okay. And that what does a goldfish say about his environment? He don't got enough privacy. It's too dirty and it's too small. So if you was too small, meaning you was the underdog before, what make you gonna be the top dog now? If you was the divine feminine and he couldn't recognize your divine feminineness, how you think he gonna make you from divine feminine, put you beneath every other hoe and skank, and now you gonna be the top dog again? Only when it benefits them. Okay? Only when it benefits them. Magician, using all the tools of the trade. Okay? That's when it works for them. Okay? At the bottom of the deck, the 5 of materials. 5 of pentacles. And they're gonna leave you out in the cold just like they did before. Leave to go back to some baby mother, maybe mama drama, you know? Unaccountable hours again. Let's talk about it over here. Let's talk it back over here. Because they told us the devil was in his past. So I know if the devil was controlling them before, the devil's still going to be controlling them. Some people can't change their ways. But not with group sex. Not with multiple partners. Not with taboo and sutra. Not with still spying. Or meeting online. Not being two-minded. Not being shortchanged. Not having the 5 of Wands, competing with something, Ace of Passion on the lonely road, you know, Route 66. But you a gecko though, like a fork-tongued, two-faced type of thing. Oh, I was supposed to look at that, wasn't I? Ace of Wands. I was supposed to look what creature that was. That is a gecko. Right. We're right. It's a gecko. That's a fork-tongued, two-faced reptile. So that's reptilian energy. Let's talk about you are limiting today's dreams with the energy, constraints, and beliefs you had available to your yesterday. I am a fire animal and a door opener, and I invite you to path work with me and to grab a hold of my wand so that you can create your dreams with it. Draw what you want with it, write your wishes in the night sky with it, envision your dreams, name it, and so it will be created with the gecko. Okay, so now when you created this situation, you created this thing out of over past cycles, over again and after, over his, how and his, under the jelly donut, under you gonna get jammed here, because jelly don't must be jammed because jelly don't shake like that. Okay, under that energy. And then we had the hyenas. Then folks gonna be laughing at you in this energy. All right, so now let's talk about the 3 of emotions. Not gonna get them all, but we're gonna get majority of them. That's stress under the 3 emotion. That's just that's stress. Trying to juggle too many things, trying to get over, stressing yourself out. Magician. Talk about the magician. Hit the floor. Hit the floor. Hit the deck. Y'all, that's politics. So they be politicking. And anybody know from the politicking is just BSing. And they was politicking over here under the BS. If your initials was BS, and it could be a bunch of BS. So this is where they was politicking at. Snake faces, wearing masks, politicking. Politics. Politicking. Talk about the 10 of emotions under the justice. That's the mind games. Mind games. Talk about the 3 of material. Since we wasn't going in the third party, he was coming back and going to do the right thing. With Spike Lee, do the right thing. He's coming back to do the right thing, right? Under 3 of materials. 3 of material. 2 came out. The source came out. That's the higher universe. That's your angels and sources coming to tell you that he ain't going to do the right thing. And guides. came right out. Okay? That's telling you that he ain't. It's all a bunch of projection. There it is. Booyah. Booyah. And it's a thunderbolt. Gonna be a tower moment. You don't want that. Let's talk about the next chapter. Talk about the next chapter. Talk about it. Talk about it. Talk about it. Talk about acting fast enough. Seven of Swords. Blocking it out. Strong and beautiful. Oops, something here don't belong. Oh, they try to tell me they sorry. They sorrow. It's so, there's sorrow now. Sorrowfulness. You know, because you don't want to. I just saw the Tower. I don't know where it went, but I just saw it. I just saw the Tower when I pulled out that sorrow card. So let's talk about going with the flow. Breakthrough was the Seven of Swords, was breakthrough, blocking it out. Blocking out breakthrough, though. You don't want no breakthrough because you ain't going to get broke through because she said she ain't taking it. Divine Feminine ain't going for the okie doke here. 10 of Wands. Okay, going with the flow is going to cause a carrier and heavy burden here. Under the short changed. Tower. I told you I saw it coming, but I wasn't sure. Under these third parties, she's like, nah, I ain't taking no third party situation. I didn't know why we broke up. Knight of Wands, you going around back and forth, in and out with different lovers. Ace of Wands, being passionate for everybody under these third parties. Five of Wands, talking about the Knight of Wands, in and out with the Empress, in and out in love with me, with different people. Empress, wearing a mask. Okay, playing mind games. And my angels and my source told me what to do. Get up on out of here. Under these secrets. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead. Under these jelly donuts. Putting somebody in the jam. Alright? Under the King of this. Under the King of Pentacles. To go ahead. You was too slow. Moving around. Unavailable. Uncommittal. Okay? Anybody got time for that? So you moved off. That's what happened. And projections. Okay? And Two of Swords. So now it's cut off. Two of Swords. Cut off. So let's see what the aftermath look like. Let's see what the aftermath look like. The aftermath. Again and after. What's going on after this? Under the Seven of Swords. That's blocking. What's going to happen next? Anything? Angels. They said Page of Air. This is truthful, analytical, and outspoken. Now they want to speak the truth. A little bit of communication. They told us over here that it was a little bit of communication. Page of Wands. Page of Sword. Page of Sword. They gonna come in, I'm sorry. They want to be Ruben Stutter now. This is the Hermit. Introspection, self-discovery, and mentor. That's why I told you I changed. I ain't like that no more. But as we clearly see when we went down, you know, a little further, we got to see down at the next corner, they're going to still be playing the same game. Okay? They ain't going to change. We're going to get short-changed on the spot. This is the Four of Air. Meditation, recuperation, and contemplation. So that's what's going to happen. You're going to have to contemplate some new ideas. And you resting now. You ain't trying to play this. Go take care of your kids. Or whatever it is you got to do. What the Empress got to say. Empress says 9 of Water. Wish, dreams, and happiness. She said, I wish you well, but this is no bueno for me. I wish you well, but no bueno. Under the Chariot. Wise counsel. Go get some counseling, belonging, learning, and traditions. This is where you have to learn your lesson. The higher source protects me. Or protects us, divine feminines, from, you know, things like this. Because we as divine seers, intuition, and psychic, our gut intuition. We didn't get here just because we were just chosen. We was here because we appointed. Indecision, avoidance, and confusion on these third parties. He can't make up his mind, so you gotta stay where you got. When you can make, you don't have to make up your mind. You don't have to have choices. Excuse my choice. I keep telling you, the throat chakra is for fear of this masculine here. This is the 9 of Fire. This is protection, preparedness, and resilience. So he said he's gonna bounce back under the moon. You under the passion. Maybe you'll have passion for me one day. I don't know about that. If she made up her mind now, she could see clear now with her. She took her rose-colored glasses off. Wait, shoot. She took her rose-colored glasses off and put her prescription glasses on so she could see what divine and source had for her to see. Okay. Under the bottom of the deck, the King of Water. He's very emotional, compassionate, understanding, and trustworthy. You can trust me. Under the mind games. Speed, activity, and multitasking. I can handle you and her at the same time. They still talking a little bit of passion. Under the eight of fire. Okay? But I told you it's going to be a thunderbolt. Okay? They're going to get struck by lightning to keep this up. Because God, the divines and the guidances or sources here already. Justice is here to balance the scale in its energy, fairness, law, and karma. So now he's got to reap his karma now. He's got to reap what he sowed in the energy. If you wanted to go off with the skanks and the hoes, you're going to have to stay there with the skanks and the hoes. You had your hand in it under the five of materials. You was paying them or showing them a good time and celebrating with them. Then you're going to have to celebrate with them on, because ain't no love over here at the Divine Feminine's headquarters for you, my friend. With the Knight of Materials, Knight of Pentacles. He said, I come in fast with my money, though. Because that's why I told you I want to come in and buy you some gifts under the online shopping. You can go shopping, get you some Saint Laurent, get you some Gucci, get you some Hermes, okay, Chanel, okay, Barney's, Tiffany's. Oh, they naming big stuff. But at the same time, you know, what it asked you is are you able to, you know, critically see, or are you going to just bypass what you really see just for the material gain? You know, it's all up to you, you know. I'm just here as the messenger. Okay? So let's go. I'm here on the as above and so below, on the again and after, the his and how and his, cheater. Things that you wish were easier. Things that require a lot of patience. And if you are liking these types of readings, may you subscribe, like, share, hit that bell notification along with the thumbs up. Namaste. Namaste.